decentralized, and it is a godless form of taking away our land. The communists, I think Lenin even said communism can be summed up in one sentence: the abolition of private property. That's what this is. Because they're trying to run them all over our great nation of America. They're actually trying to force it in Maine and Pennsylvania down to the south. So Americans just need to fight back.
Tammy Kosa is with us today, field coordinator for the John Birch Society, Tom DeWeese American Policy Center. Tom, you were just speaking in the state of South Dakota. You held events. You were with us here in Crosstalk before going into South Dakota. Tell us about, are they coming together? Are they saying we're going to do something? Are they working together on this?
Yeah, this was the whole focus of what I was talking to them about. Is about how to organize there at the local level, and trying to give them ideas. People get intimidated because these are massive, powerful, rich corporations, all kind of lawyers and everything else. These intimidation tactics they're using, and so people are afraid, to step out on that. What they have them doing is signing easements that would give them voluntarily give up their land to these guys, and if they don't do that, then they're threatening to use the eminent domain. And what I was saying to them was, do not sign the easements because it is not going to save your land. And people do want to take action, and we're working to try to help them. Tammy, it was a year ago that she and I covered Iowa, and she kind of started this whole thing there. And they've done a great job there of organizing and appealing to the legislators. Because I really want to ask the legislators to stop being cowards to this. Stand up for your people. And it was really funny because one of the guys who was in one of my audiences recorded my talk, and he made about 300 CDs, passed them out, and then he rented a movie theater and shipped it in there. And then they sent all this to these legislators here, these county supervisors there hearing me challenge them with that. And it really did change some attitudes, and some of them have really come over to work with us on this.
Tammy, tell us what's going on in Iowa legislatively speaking, and then also what's happening in South Dakota legislatively speaking.
Well, they stopped it. Leadership, the Republican leadership, the other trifecta, you think that they would be protecting private property. They've absolutely stopped any protection of eminent domain.
Are you talking about Iowa or South Dakota or both?
Iowa, well, both of them. And in South Dakota, they had a great bill. I just flew through. It was where CO2 is it's not a commodity, not for the public, good, public use or whatever. It's not a commodity that they can that they're going to use for the common good or whatever. And it flew through the state legislature, the House, and the next week it just got squashed in the Senate. And we saw something similar happen to that. And true leadership, the government, if they wanted to protect private property, would have ensured these two bills. One that Iowa had, one that South Dakota had, would have passed, but they got squashed. So we are still fighting it, but we're finding, like Tom said, the county commissioners, number one, they're locally, connected to the people. Locals are often, many of them are farmers, and they are really stepping up to the plate and defending private property rights of the citizens in their county.
So on this issue, does the buck stop with the county commissioner? Does it stop with the governor? Where does the buck stop on this issue?
Well, the county commissioner has great authority to stop this. And it should stop them right then and there. Considering the constitutional duty of protecting these people, sheriffs are becoming more involved. But the state legislature could do a great deal. One of the things we're asking our state legislators to do is resist the power that they have given to these Iowa utility boards and public utility commissions in these states. They're the ones that handed over the power and basically set us up under an oligarchy or the administrative state. Three people should not determine in Iowa whether or not private property is stated. And so we're pressuring our state legislators to go into that bill 479B and alter it. They don't have to get rid of the IUP, but at least get rid of the power that they have. They can make recommendations, but they do not have the power that they get. These corporations get permits to start digging. So that's one of the factors. There's many factors that we're using.
Okay, 79B, was that Iowa, South Dakota, or both?
It's Iowa and it's 479B. That's code 479B. That's code that we're trying to get the state legislature to change because we're in a representative republic, so the state legislature should be able to vote because they're accountable to the people. The IUB, it's a very frightening thing to be under an administrative state. Where the decision, and then the option still will continue because attorneys see this as the eminent domain, the private property issue that may appeal a decision with a wrong decision. Justice Scalia told our Congressman Steve King to his face, it's one of the worst decisions I've ever seen. I believe they will be overturned, and this might be where it leads. So
if individuals then should reach out to their state representative, their state senator, and to their governor, correct?
Correct. And to their county commissioner, and please encourage those county commissioners who are standing for our liberty. And some of our state legislators are too. As a matter of fact, we're going to have many of them talk next July 8th in Fort Dodge. We've got an event where we're pulling together senators and the legislators, state level, and a lot of speakers in Fort Dodge to form a stronger Midwestern coalition to protect from these dangerous pipelines.
We need to go take a break, and we're going to come back with some details regarding that July 8th event that is coming up. But friends, let me just say this. You can reach out to your governor. At a minimum, they can call a special session of their legislature to come into being. South Dakota Governor Noam 605-773-3212. 605-773-3212. That's the South Dakota Governor. In the state of Iowa, 515. Governor Reynolds, 515-281-5211. 515-281-5211. Now, friends, what happens in these states impacts the nation as a whole, and it really is imperative for people from all across this nation reaching out to them. More information after the break. This is Crosstalk.
When it comes to eternity, most people assume they will go to heaven thinking their good deeds will outweigh their bad, and God will allow them entrance. At most funerals, people will console one another saying they are in a better place. But how do you know that? How do you know if you will be in a better place? In the book, Are You Going to a Better Place? Author Richard Schmidt presents how you can know for sure that your sins are forgiven and you are on your way to heaven. See, after you die, there will be no negotiation with God. The scriptures provide the one way today that God's justice can be satisfied, guaranteeing that you will be in an eternal dwelling place with Him. One copy of his book is available for a donation of $10, 3 for $24, or 5 copies for a donation of $30. Call VCY America at 1-800-729-9829.
Friends, you're listening to Crosstalk on VCY America. Farmers Under Siege, our topic today. Tom DeWeese is with us from the American Policy Center, their website, AmericanPolicy.org. Tammy Kosa with us as well, field coordinator for the John Birch Society, and we focused a lot here on Iowa and South Dakota in particular. We know that there are other states that are engaged in the same kind of issues. This is really going throughout the Midwest, is it not?
It is. We have Nebraska, Minnesota, and North Dakota. Yeah.
North Dakota.
There's also they've opened this up for pushing on this in Louisiana, and we've had discussions about it here in Virginia about putting these carbon capture pipelines here. They're all over the country. They're moving to do this.
Now, again, the importance, we were talking about the critical importance of reaching out on all levels of government. We gave up the phone numbers for the governors of the two states, but in addition to that, one's own state representative and senator, but also, Tom, you're emphasizing those county commissioners are so important.
Absolutely, and it's vitally important that the people, the citizens there, really make their voice heard. If they can come together in groups and go and see them and talk to them and demand things, don't expect your elected officials to just go and do this on their own. They have got to feel pressure because they're feeling massive pressure from the other side. I mean, it's unbelievable the pressure that they're under with this. And so if they're not really hearing from the people, what do you think they're going to do? They've got to hear from you.
Yeah, they're not going to do it on their own because they haven't done it on their own.
Exactly. And they get intimidated too. So we got to make sure they need to know you're with them if they make the right moves on this.
You mentioned, Tammy, about an event that is coming up on July the 8th. Tell us more.
Well, we're pulling together as many people that can join us that are battling it in Fort Dodge, Iowa, at the Western Starlight Village Saturday from 10 to 3. Then we'll have some working groups after that. The Congressman Steve King, National Radio Trent Lewis is going to be there. We're having Deb Newbern of Iowa and state representatives from numerous states, attorneys. We're having a firefighter. We're having hopefully Garrett possibly will be there. There's some other farmers that will be on stage. Just numerous people that are talking about different aspects of why this needs to be stopped and how it should be stopped. You can go ahead and register for that at GoEvents101.com. It's a free event. GoEvents101.com. It's free, but we still want to know the numbers because we're seeing a lot of people are registering. We're hoping we have enough room.
Okay, friends, again, the website GoEvents101.com, and I guess getting right to the poster, /hazardous CO2 pipeline, correct?
Correct.
GoEvents101.com /hazardous CO2 pipeline. That's coming up on Saturday, July 8th, starting at 10 o'clock. And it's a coalition to protect private property rights and exposing the hazardous CO2 pipeline. And there may be those listening say, oh, I'm in Texas or I'm in West Virginia. How does this impact me? How would you respond, Tom?
Well, as I said, they are building these all over the country, or they're proposing to build them, so it's going to affect you that way. But the entire attack on private property, and particularly on farmers, this goes right to the World Economic Forum and the Great Reset behind all of this. And we were talking about Jim Kerry and our Dr. John Kerry, what he was saying, and he was saying we can't get to net zero, we can't get this job done unless agriculture is front and center as part of the solution. And when food systems themselves contribute a significant amount of emissions just in the way we do things, and we're doing things. We're talking about our food supply here. Every communist country that has ever existed, what was the main thing we always talked about? The empty shelves in the stores, in the food stores. And this is where we're headed with this. What do they expect us to eat? Oh, I know what they expect us to eat. But
well, let me just interject here. And Tom, what you're pointing out, this is one prong of the attack. There's multiple that are going on, which you've discussed with us previous. For instance, right now in New York, lawmakers are pushing a pesticide ban. This is going to impact the growing of crops as well. And then just last Wednesday, this is where it's going. Now we have the USDA just approved the first lab-grown meat to be sold to the public. Allowing a company to now begin commercially selling their chicken products. I mean, One American News Network says this is chicken created from animal cells to be sold for the first time, restaurants and eventually to store shelves as well. But we're talking about lab-grown meat, and we're supposed to eat it.
You talk to people around the country, and 99% of people I talk to say, there's no way I'm eating bugs. I'm not going to do all that. But it came to me one day, what is their plan here? Take away all the other supplies of food, and your starving people are much easier to maneuver here and subjugate. And they say, oh, we got a solution to your starving problem. Here, eat these. And that's where they're headed with this.
I'd like to open our phone lines here today and Crosstalk, taking your questions, ladies and gentlemen. Your comments, get right to the point. We don't have time for long oratories here, but if you have a question you'd like to ask specifically or a brief statement, here's our number. It's 800-733-9829. That's 1-800-733-9829. Tammy, you've interacted with a number of farmers, landowners in regard to this. Give us the sense of what you're hearing from them. Are they coalescing together in this fight? Tell us what's going on.
They are definitely coalescing together, and the ones that have held out that have not signed an easement are seeing the wisdom that they haven't done so. And I think there's a lot of buyer's remorse from those that have signed the easement, but according to Iowa law, once you've signed that easement, even if it doesn't go through, some other navigator will own that land. They can sell it to who they want. But yeah, farmers are definitely standing up, and I think what happened on Deer's land was kind of hopefully the nail in the coffin of the pipeline, and that it really woke people up to what belief some of these people are. And they're suing county supervisors. I don't know if you're aware of that. Some of it. Yeah. I mean, they're throwing their weight around in a big way, but they're on the wrong side of history, I believe, and the wrong side of the law. And what they're doing, I think we'll be able to stop them. They really do.
Let's begin with Eddie in Glasgow, Kentucky. You're on the air.
Here's what I can take really brief. It's all down the America. But plants give off carbon dioxide at nighttime and oxygen in the daytime. But what's all this stuff? You don't need carbon dioxide. The plants when you get it off. And we also get some of that bomb. Okay, spaceships and that space punch holes over later. Mom, she's trying to raise a problem. God bless you, brother.
Thank you for the call. Diane in Glendale, Arizona. You're on the air.
Hi, thank you. I'm calling about artificial meat, which I believe have been tested in the Phoenix area, and I will say that I had the request to get a veggie burger with fries. And when it came, it was identical to a quarter pounder with cheese. Well, I didn't get the cheese, but it had the lettuce and tomatoes on it. And the thing that was really unique was it tasted exactly like a hamburger. It was delicious.
Yeah, we're talking two separate things here, Diane. There's veggie burgers like you're talking about, but then there's also the artificial meat, like a lab-grown meat here
yes,
as well.
This was lab-grown. This was, you could see it, and it's so chewable, it just dissolves in your mouth. I know it wasn't the same. So what I'm saying is, from that, I got a migraine that gave me these silver bars in my vision on the left eye. And to tell you the truth, when I had Chinese food in the 70s, I had this very exact reaction back then. This was like identical.
Thank you, Diane, for that comment. Tom, some will wonder what it is, that is being put in here. What is being in the processing of this, and what impact will it have upon the human body?
Exactly right, and they have no tests on that or what that'll be. But these are chemicals, and there's piles of chemicals that make it taste that way and so forth. And of course, the reason that they're attacking beef is the old story of methane coming from the cattle that's causing global warming. And if you want to go back in history, even before we had cattle herds, we had buffalo herds running naturally. They existed before people were there, and they're just big cows, And this is just totally a bogus excuse about that. The other thing they also say is that you put all the fields together to hold the cattle and feed them just takes up too much it needs to go back to natural. And they're just totally bogus. The people who understand best how to take care of the environment are the farmers.
Yes.
If they don't know how to do that, they're out of business.
Yeah, exactly. We've got we've got Ellen calling next. You're on the air, Ellen.
Hi, the power line in Wisconsin, Milwaukee recently asked us to sign an easement to have like a different access to our power line. We signed it. Is this related at all? Do we need to worry? And I've been trying to rescind it, but I can't get a hold of anyone. And what do you suggest?
Okay, power line easement versus these kind of easements. Thank you, Tom.
I'd have to see the details of it. At least that is a public utility, and maybe come into that. But I'd like to see the details of it to know exactly what the dangers are to go with it. But in any case like this, if somebody is taking your land for that, they need to compensate you for that. That's what the Constitution says in the first place. If eminent domain is used, just compensation should be there to pay you for it.
Yeah, I think electrical line would be different than what we're talking about here for the carbon capture.
That's at least above the land. You can still grow your crops underneath it and so forth. For this other, it's absolutely destroying the land for you to be able to do that.
Let's go to Finley, Ohio. Rocky, you're on the air.
So, hey, first and foremost, I'd like to say that all this is a devil's plan. And then the second is, they're getting away with this stuff because the American people are weak. They'll stand up for beer and boycott beer, but they don't stand up for their food, their kids, and all this other stuff that's going on.
Thank you for this. Indeed, every one of us, when we're talking about our food supply, as you're both pointing out here, we better work up and take notice.
Private property, you started to forget what private property is. It's not just that you pay the mortgage and you're living there. It is the use of it, your ability to use it. If you don't have the right to use your land, then it's a bogus right.
And private property extends far beyond farmers. It's the garages and the people in town. They're very close on the back. Well, but all of our private property is at risk.
Friends, we're going to take a quick break. We'll come back to more of your phone calls. Tom DeWeese is with us here today. Tammy Kosa, and talking about farmers under siege. And right now focusing on what's going on in the Midwest right now with the carbon capture pipelines and some of the strong arm tactics that are being utilized. Private property under siege as well. Back in a minute. This is Crosstalk.
For the Worldview Report, I read it out. Listen up, Americans. Right now, 5 states in the United States of America are embroiled in a battle for private property. And lest you say, I don't live in one of those 5 states, what do I care? Well, you should, because it's going to set legal precedent for the violation of your private property rights in one form or another. States are being set to legally become the law of the land. Case precedents. We're talking about North Dakota, South Dakota, Nebraska, Iowa, and Minnesota. Many farmers, 4th and 5th generation farmers and ranchers, are fighting a company that wants to put in a carbon capture pipeline. In fact, they're already entering onto their property, violating their private property rights, threatening eminent domain, and running through their crops with heavy machinery. The carbon capture pipeline in South Dakota and North Dakota, Nebraska, Iowa, Minnesota. Check it out. Get informed.
Topic today on Crosstalk, farmers under siege. Tom DeWeese is with us, Tammy Kosa, and talking about the effects of the carbon capture pipeline. South Dakota, you're in the crosshairs. Iowa, you're in the crosshairs. North Dakota, Minnesota, going through the Midwest as well. Let me just mention again, reaching out to your state governors, critically important. Reaching out to your state legislators, your senator, your House member, assembly member, then also your county commissioners as well that are engaged with this. So very important. A reminder that the event that is taking place in Fort Dodge, Iowa, coming up on Saturday, July 8th, starting at 10 o'clock. For more information, go to this website, goevents101.com/hazardous CO2 pipeline, and you'll find more information on that. Just before going back to the phone calls, earlier you talked about a rupture, devastating rupture of the pipeline and its impact. I understand it happened in Mississippi?
Correct. And it happened, obviously no one was killed, but the 8-inch pipe ended up rupturing because of a flooding incident, and the town was just zombie because they didn't know what had happened. Now, fortunately, nobody died, but many of the people are now permanently disabled. They have one problem, brain fog, PTSD. They were able to get them out, but the wind wasn't exactly in the direction of the entire town. That probably would save many of them. And it happened when people were awake, and it happened in the middle of the night they were sleeping. They probably would have gone through. So people need, if you take people to gas in Harsha, Mississippi, you'll find a great article there.
Okay. And their design is to take this pipeline and bury these CO2 gases in the ground somewhere?
Yes, and when you convert ambient CO2 to pressurized CO2, it makes a lot of pressure, and it becomes very legal then if it ruptures.
Let's pick up Jerry in Whitewater, Wisconsin. You're on the air.
Yeah, with China and Bill Gates buying up all this farmland, any of this farmland that they bought up is just affected by this pipeline. And also, because the store shelves right now are full, people are not tuned into how important this is. If the store shelves were bare and everybody started to realize, what's going on here, I think that would have, there'd be more action on people throughout the country.
Thank you for that. So what do we know? Is any of the Bill Gates land impacted by this?
Yeah, he bought up 2,100 acres in North Dakota, and the pipeline. And it's really interesting that
You cut out there for a second. The pipeline what?
the pipeline is going under his property.
Okay.
And it's very interesting. Somebody's trying to call me. Sorry about that. It's very interesting that they've been telling us from the beginning that this is just for climate change to bury the CO2 underground. But all of a sudden they've announced that they're going to start using that CO2 for electric fuel and jet fuel. And now we find out possibly Bill Gates might just kind of benefit financially from all that. Don't know the details yet, but that's a possibility.
Well, okay.
If I could also comment, when the cells are empty, people need to be involved now. I just thought it was interesting, but maybe people will pay attention when the store shelves are empty. That'll probably be too late.
Let's go next to, holding the longest is Holly in Wisconsin. You're on the air.
Thanks for taking my call, Jim. I have a question for you, Tom, because we recently were asked to participate in Dairy Days at the Capitol, basically lobbying on behalf of the Dairy Business Association. And I've noticed that while we were kind of being, they're telling us all of our talking points, and of course, they were talking about climate change initiatives and what we should be telling our legislators to prepare farmers to make them more welcoming of the climate change initiative and then also to see the benefits. And I was really frustrated because they kept focusing on the alleged benefits, but I was the consequential outcomes from this. I've noticed it's happened a lot with some of these organizations that are allegedly pro-ag. Do you think that they are compromised?
Oh, absolutely. What you're not seeing there, typically your elected officials, but also a lot of the other farmer groups and things like that, there are thousands of non-governmental organizations that operate on the global level or the national level, right there on your local level, and they have surrounded your elected officials. They give them sample legislation. They take them, they bring in training seminars, things like that, so that everybody's thinking sustainable. And then when somebody like you comes in there and tries to talk to them about the other side, well, you see what you get. They won't even listen to you because this is what they're hearing 24 hours a day. And one of us finally walks in there and sounds for. And this is what has to change. We haven't been there, and that is what I've been teaching people as I go around and speak, that we have got to be there to counter what they're doing. You can't do it just when a crisis comes up. You've got to be there all the time, or this is what happens.
Can I ask one more question, Jim?
Go ahead, Tommy.
Okay, so when we were trying to get in contact with your organization because I was looking for literature to present at a Farm Bureau meeting, do you think it would do us any benefit to present some of this to them and also be reaching people themselves that actually are a part of the organization?
Thank you. We're down to 50 seconds.
I think you need to open up a conversation with those representatives and so forth, and you can't just force it on them, but begin to just say, have you seen this, have you seen that? Do it in a logical way like that.
Yeah, if I could interject too for that last question. If you go to jbs.org/agenda 2030, we have a ton of information about the war on farmers that you could access and give to these Farm Bureau types to educate them. Because they have shut down things in the Netherlands, and that was incidentally, and September 8th and 9th, we're going to have a council dinner in Des Moines, Iowa. It's traffic from Midnight in 2000 is going to be there, so we're going to do that. So there's a lot of feedback that we would have.
It's jbs.org, agenda/agenda 2030, jbs.org/agenda 2030, also americanpolicy.org. We've run out of time. Tom and Tammy, thank you both for being with us today.
Thank you.
And friends, just a reminder that in courts, I apologize to other people on hold. Many want to get in today in the broadcast, but to reach out to your governors and your city council members, your state legislators as well. God bless you, folks. Thanks for joining us.
You've been listening to Crosstalk via satellite and the internet from PCY America. Music press may or may not be those of this station. For CD of today's program, send a donation of $6 or more to PCY Tape Ministry, 3434 West Kilbourne Avenue, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, 53208, or download by RSS or podcast from crosstalkamerica.com. And join us again for Crosstalk.
Meanwhile, from Russia, the Wagner-man Yevgeny Prigozhin releasing the first audio statement since the rebellion he staged on Saturday, defending the movements in reaction to an attack on his force that killed some 30 of his fighters. Meanwhile, the Russian defense minister has demanded his ousting. Also at SRNews.com, a tornado kills one person in Indiana Sunday evening and injures a second as severe weather causes damage and power outages across multiple states.
The Martin County Emergency Management Director says the death happened at a rural home, according to WHIN. A tornado also touched down in Johnson County, where Terry Cleveland tells WRTV she narrowly avoided getting hit by debris.
All of a sudden, I heard something that sounded like you were at Niagara Falls, just roaring. I grabbed my little kitty and I ran, and just as I rounded the corner behind that window,